Pollution is the introduction of pollutants into the environment. Pollutants are the harmful material in any form of matter, be it solid, liquid, or gas, or any form of energy like heat, sound, and radiation subjected to the environment. Such material are called pollutants because over a period of time they get deposited as they cannot be diluted, decomposed, or recycled as fast as they have been produced. Pollutants can be natural such as the ash of volcanoes or man-created such as the trash, garbage, or the runoff produced by factories, vehicles, etc. Such pollutants damage the quality of air, water, and land, thereby affecting the lives of living organisms including humans. Today, millions of people die every year due to the diseases caused by pollution. And we never count the number of other living organisms being affected. The reasons for pollution may be many. Vehicles produce harmful gases that pollute the air. Also, burning coal to produce electricity does no good. Industries and domestic garbages create land, air, and water pollution. Use of pesticides and insecticides is again one of the unavoidable reasons that not only pollute the soil and water but also the food that we intake. Polluted food means polluted health indeed. And this does not limit to humans only. Each organism is suffering by human deeds. All living beings, may it be microbes, plants, or even the largest blue whales, all depend on the air, water, and the environment. Hence, when these resources are polluted, all forms of life are threatened. Although we can imagine that urban or city areas are comparatively more polluted than the rural or countrysides, but pollution can spread easily there too. Think of who lives in Antarctica and the Pacific Ocean where pesticides and microscopic plastic particles have been found. Such pollution causing particles of the Pacific have been known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. It is in fact very simple and easy to understand the spread of pollutants around the world. For example, the pollutants produced by vehicles, huge machines, and space vehicles is carried by air. Garbage collected at any sort of waterside as well as the industry's waste is carried by water. Also, the migrating aquatic life carry marine pollutants from one place to another. Winds and cyclones can pick up radioactive impurities released from a nuclear reactor. Chemicals and pesticides make the soil impure, thereby reducing the quality of soil. Noise created by large machines, horns of vehicles, etc. can cause noise pollution and can have severe side effects on the hearing abilities of living beings. Now, the point arises, how to first reduce and then control this pollution? Do we mean that we should not use vehicles and other useful inventions for our easy life, or do we mean that we should not explore the space by space technologies? Then what can be done? In fact, people and government around the world are making efforts to control pollution. Recycling is one way we can do so. Everything that can be recycled and reused, for example, glass, aluminium cans, paper, Some sort of plastic and fabric can be recycled instead of directly throwing them to create a trash. This can reduce the amount of garbage that remains deposited. There should be a limit in what amount of chemicals and pesticides are used in agriculture. Also, organic and non-toxic fertilizers should be encouraged. Farmers should be given a satisfying income if they go for organic method of cultivation. Others who use lot of harmful substances should be fined or punished. Reduction of the use of chemical should be initiated in factories as well. As for general public, penalties as well as punishment can be a measure for throwing garbage in areas near water or anywhere here and there. For a country like India, simple methods like cleaning the areas inhabiting trash cans, recycling the trash, etc. are very important. In addition, solar plants should be a major usable form of energy. Wherever possible, solar energy can highly reduce the production of pollutants from industries, vehicles, electricity plants, etc. In order to reduce pollution, each of us should come together. We should ourselves be conscious that we analyze what trash can be sold again for reuse and what should be thrown away. As general people, we should avoid the use of non-degradable plastics. Also, trash obtained by the vegetables and fruits can be easily decomposed to make fertilizers. The whole thing is that not only the government and the environmentalists, each of us can participate in reducing the pollution. It is not only important for our health today, but also for our future generation to come. It is also important for other lives, both on land and water, that make our planet so beautiful. Let's do it together. We will be seeing more on different types of pollution in our upcoming videos. If you like the video, please help me spread it as far as you can. Thank you.